Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with today's Scraptember prompt, and it is stitching. And the humorous thing, I think, for all of you is that I don't do stitching. So I am going to break the rules. I don't even know if there is a rule against fake stitching, but I'm going to do fake stitching. I have this set of stamps that do stitching, and I'm going to pick this kind of orderly one. And I have a pattern paper here. The reverse side of this yellow pattern paper is this one with all these stitches, and it's a Paige Evans, and we know that Paige is into stitching, unlike myself. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm going to piece these together, and I'm going to do some stitching across here. So enough said. I'm going to try to get this on the background, kind of leave a little bit of space at the top, and I'm going to build my page pretty much in this panel. Let me get this spaced right. I want it about the same space at the bottom as I have at the top, although that's not absolutely necessary, and it doesn't really look straight. It looks like it's kind of pointing down right there. So let me, this one came undone. Let me get this back in place so that I can see it straighter. Okay, now this, I'm going to line up down at the bottom. But it has to be lined up with this top piece there. Okay, I think that's right. Now I'm going to do the hard part, which should be incredibly easy. And we'll see if I mess it up. I did a layout last night and I messed up. I tried to put the stitching over some stamps that had a surface that didn't really accept the ink. So it smeared everywhere. I wasn't making a video, so. The stamp is coming off the stamp block. I don't like that because to press it down, I've got to get ink on my fingers. That is not going to work, guys. Let me try this. And I'm going to press it down. And I may have to do a little work on the stamps. Re-ink. And sad thing is I'm going to have to do this twice. Okay, now this one's coming up. I'm going to hold it down like that and go there. And it's going to be messy, I think. That's okay. Now, maybe what I can do, let's see. If I put the photo there and build some embellishments over here, I was thinking the photo would get dead center. I'm not going to try any more stamping. I'm going to let that stitching show. Put that off to the side. And put that on there, and I did have some ink on my fingers, So let me clean that off. Frustrating. I have not used that. I've used other ones of those stamps and didn't have that problem. I hadn't used that one yet. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is the rub-on because I don't want it floating around and I was going to put the rub-on this way, but I think I'm going to do it this way since the photo is going to be there, and I know that's going to need some balance. So I'm going to run it partly on the white and partly on the yellow. I'm going to put the O on the white. I want that lined up properly. Okay, let me get one of the good ones. Did I take, yeah, I took the backing off. What did I do with the backing? There it is. I just, let me kind of do a little extra pressing on the detail. So all the time that I saved by not doing real stitching on camera, I'm going to spend by doing real rubbing of my rub-on on camera. And I'll tell you the story of the photo. Ava used to have a couple of stepsisters, and things changed in the family dynamic. So she hasn't seen her stepsisters in quite a while. And one of them is old enough to drive now, so she actually came over and spent time with Ava and had dinner with us. And it was absolutely wonderful. We had missed her too. We used to see a fair amount of her and her other sister. And so it was great. And this photo is of them eating dessert. And the dessert, actually, when I bought it, had its name. It's tiramisu. It had, tiramisu was written on the dessert in the dessert itself. So I'm kind of, because they were together, I've got this other, these are rub-ons from Spectrum Gardenia from 49 and Market. And I've got this definition of together there. And we'll see how this oh, that is great. Okay, now I've got stuff behind the photo. I had thought I would use this down here just to add a little bit of color down in this part of the page. This is a canvas piece of ephemera from Lovely Blooms, I think, by Pinkfresh Studio. And I think I got those in a Mind the Scrap kit. There. And I'm going to put the tiramisu here I'll put something there. And then I have this that says, because all desserts need labels. And let me put the photo down. And when you see this posted, I'm going to, when I photograph the layout, I'm going to block out Bella's face because I don't have her parents' permission to post her on social media, but I can't think of a way to block it now. At the moment, let's see. It's kind of hard to do during a video, although I can probably figure out something. Ava was absolutely thrilled to, they have stayed in touch, but haven't actually gotten together and seen each other, and it was really nice for her. She was showing off her brand new, let's see, do I want it this way? I want it more tucked under there. And then I'm gonna put these on some foam. This is not gonna be a very complicated layout. It's simple, and there's not gonna be a lot of embellishing, but I am gonna put this flower right here. And I've got to get this glued down, and then I think we're done. Okay, so that's on there. Let me get this down. This is a very old Amy Tangerine camera, and these two papers are from Paige Evans' Splendid collection. And you can kind of see how that is done. And there's like little triangles of chocolate at the corners. And then this is, they've obviously got a mask that they put down, and they do some chocolate. It's some sprinkles that are like chocolate and sugar. So it's just everything anyone loves but doesn't need. And I think there's some of it left in my refrigerator, and Ava's gone back to her mom's for the weekend, so she told me I could have it, but I think I'm going to pass on it and tell myself I'm being good. Let's see. I think we're done. Not a whole lot on here, but hopefully a special page for Ava. And I thank you for watching. Bye.